The government has announced a $1.7 billion childcare package targeted at families with very small children, so children aged under 5, and it's going to make it more affordable to have those children in childcare each week. So as an example, a family on $110,000 each year is actually going to be $95 a week better off if they have 2 children under 5 attending childcare each week. The cost of childcare each week is a huge barrier for women's workforce participation. It means that for a lot of women, especially low-income women, actually working that extra day a week is just not worth it. They actually lose money because they're paying extra dollars each week in those childcare fees. So anything that we can do to remove those barriers is actually going to increase workforce participation. And we know that childcare fees are one of the single most biggest barriers that women face when entering the workforce. There's still a number of significant issues in the early childhood education sector that we need to address, and the first one is the really low wages that workers in that sector are getting each day, sometimes around $21 an hour, $22 an hour. But we also know that early childhood education and care is not being accessed by children that are from very vulnerable or disadvantaged families, and this also needs to be addressed. So we've got significant policy issues in terms of affordability, the wages that the workers are receiving, but also the kids that are accessing early childhood education and care. And these 3 things need to be addressed for that sector to actually improve the conditions, but also who they're actually providing that service for. Women do a significant amount of unpaid care all through their lives. They're caring for children, they're caring for grandparents, they're caring for people that are sick. And they also do a whole lot of unpaid work around volunteering, around housework and house administration. If we can actually shift that balance away from women and towards other people in the household and the community, this is actually going to mean that they have more time to spend in the paid workforce. One of the policies that we could introduce to rebalance the unpaid work, particularly between men and women, is to introduce paid parental leave for men on the birth of the child. This means that connection with the baby is going to be stronger, the men are going to be a lot more comfortable in caring for that child, and that bond is going to be stronger. And we know that studies show that if men do spend time with their babies when they're first born, then they're likely to actually increase the amount of caring that they do and the amount of time they spend with their children as that child grows.